Truckers are leaving the industry behind and looking for a whole new career path. The long hours over the road, the low pay that they're getting per load, the unhealthy lifestyle. I mean, there are various reasons of why truckers do not want to be truckers anymore, right? When the pay was good, the rates they were making per mile were great. They loved it. Now that the pay is not that great, they're considering different career paths. Like, it's definitely not worth it no more. I feel you. Family, you already know what to do. And if you're brand new, 2 thumbs up this video so YouTube can push this content out. Smash subscribe to join the tribe and ring the post notification bell as well. All right, let's get into it.
Well, it's been real, y'all. I'm a Miss Big Blue Bertha, but I gotta put me first.
Well, as a lot of you guys already know, I do have the truck tentatively sold on Monday. I mean, it's not over till it's over, but it's almost sold. I've got a deposit. I'm going to meet the guy on Monday. I'm going to give him the keys. We're going to get the bill of sale done, and I'm going to be out of the trucking game. Guys, it was supposed to last 3 years. It lasted 5 years. I really appreciate the business. The business was good to me, although challenging a lot. Owning a truck is not always the easiest thing, but if you do it, you can do it right, and you can be successful. But needless to say, I'm stepping out of the game. I am quitting trucking. I'm going on to the next chapter, which essentially was the first chapter of my life, to go be a pilot. So I'm going to go try to be a pilot again. I've already got a commercial pilot's license, but I am not current. I am not experienced anymore like I used to be. So I've got to redo all that stuff just to get back in the seat, get back in the game. So stay tuned. I hope you join me for my journey. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a little nerve-wracking. There's a lot of unknown, but we're going to make it happen. I appreciate all the positive words. You guys are awesome.
That boy got a whole lot of buts. But yeah, he's going back to being a pilot. That's a major upgrade. If he actually completes it and becomes a pilot, that's a good thing for him, right? He said he intended to be in trucking for only 3 years. It lasted 5 years, almost double if he would have went 6 years, right? So that was a good thing. It sounds like he got his best out of it and he made the best of it. And now this guy's moving on to bigger and better things. That's what's up. I'm happy for him. I hope we see him flying. I'm glad he got it figured out, right? So sometimes you have to do something else to get your money right. Maybe he needed to get his money right so he could afford being a pilot. You see, becoming a pilot seems way harder than being a truck driver. But if you could drive a big rig, then hey, being a pilot does seem like the next step up. I'm gonna just put it like that.
After spending the last 4 years of my life as a truck driver, yesterday was my last day being a truck driver. I don't know who need to see this. If you're thinking about being a truck driver, let me tell you something right now. If you got a family, don't do it. If you got dreams of having a family, don't do it. If you think you go get rich, don't do it. If you think you can cheat the system, don't do it. If you've been watching these dudes on YouTube with these old school Peterbilts and all that other shit, think that's gonna be you one day, don't do it. What I'm trying to tell you is, if you young, you trying to find something to do, don't do it. Go really explore your other options. Like, I got some stories, bro. I got some real stories, bro. So if anybody interested in hearing some stories, leave a comment. I could tell y'all some stories or whatever y'all want about the trucking industry, but I'm gone.
I don't like that boy's shirt, but he's basically saying do not become a trucker in so many words. It was so many don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. If you got a family, don't do it. If you intend to have a family, do not do it. If you're young, don't do it. So pretty much you got to be somebody without a family that can dedicate your whole life to living over the road. You see what I'm saying? You got to be somebody that pretty much you don't have any leisure activities that you like to do. You don't have no social life. You somebody that can just live in a truck 3 weeks out the month, be at the house. You pretty much sleeping that last week probably. Then you back on the road. You know what I mean? You sleeping, you chilling, then you back on the road. If that's the life for you, that's what's up. But most people, they're not equipped to be a trucker. And lots of people are finding that out after a few years being in the industry. The first comment right here says, after 3 years, I'm finna quit. Lost so much time with family and friends. I don't see how some truckers spend half of their life or most of their life over the road. That's time you will never get back. That's right. Time is the most important attribute. That's the only thing you can't get back other than your life. When your life is gone, you can't get that back either. Not currently. You know what I mean? Unless you're resurrected, but we could talk about that on another topic. But as of right now, you can't get your life back. You can't get your time back. Money is not the most important thing in life. Yes, you need it to survive, but there are also other ways that you can make just as much as you can being a trucker that requires less of your time commitment. Not many, if we're talking about JOB, but if we're talking about skills, then yes, there are many options. But I will say, being a trucker is a stepping stone. It is a stepping stone to something bigger and better. I know a trucker that last week, pretty much all the last 2 weeks, gold, if you've been watching gold or you trade gold, it's been on an incline. It's been going up to all-time highs. There was a trucker who he started his account with 2,500. In the last week, he made like 60 to 100K. Last time he told us he was up 60K. And it went to an all-time high. Look, we ain't heard from him, but he said he was going to make 100K that week. He definitely probably made that 100. He probably quit trucking by now, or he's considering it.
I'm going to quit my job right now, and you're going to listen to the conversation.
Yes, hello?
Hey, Kevin, this is Johan calling.
Yes, hey, how you doing?
Hey, not bad, man. Hey, I'm just calling to let you know, man, I got a job offer somewhere else, and I think I'm going to take it up.
And what? And you're gonna...
Yeah, I'm accepting a job offer elsewhere. It's local, pays better, home every day.
You see how the jobs are not dedicated to you. They'll let you go like that. But when you say you're about to go, you're what? You're going to, huh? You're thinking about what? He acting like he didn't hear him. Nah, yeah, I'm thinking about taking that job offer, my boy. Yeah, I'm done. That's the worst news they could get, especially when they don't have other employees to replace you with. Now, when they have replacements, then okay, cool. Forget ya. But when they don't, his heart skipped a beat. You doing what?
You know, something I can't really pass up.
All right. I do have an opening coming up in the local work 3 days a week. Are they going to give you 3 days a week?
No, they're going to give me 5, but it's...
No, they're going to give me 5. They're not going to give me 3. They're going to give me 5 days a week, my boy. How you like that?
Monday to Friday, and I'm pretty sure, and it's, you know, from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I'm not sure that this guy really can accommodate.
Yeah, okay.
You know.
Alrighty. How much notice are you going to provide here?
Oh, well, I'm not going back. I'm just going to start with them on Monday.
Yes, sir, Johan. Tell him. Hey, that's how you do it. Hey, that's how you do it. Listen, these jobs have no loyalty to you. You have none to them. They don't give you a 2-week notice that they're firing you. So why do you have to give them a 2-week notice that you're quitting?
Yeah, that's pretty shitty, man. That's pretty shitty.
I understand, man, but it's not really much I can do here. You know, the sleeping over the road stuff I signed up for, I understand, but I got to think about myself here too. I know it's not convenient for you.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, just that kind of karma comes back, and, you know, burning your bridges here.
He done hit him with that KARMA. Talking about it's going to come back on him. And he burning his bridges. Listen, I don't believe in no karma. I believe in you reap what you sow. But somebody said he sounded romantically upset. You better than me. I just ghost him. I'm loving the fact that people are not putting up with the BS no more. They doing what's best for them and not caring. I like that, though. I do like that employees are doing that.
If you go and you don't like this so much, I had a 3-day work week available for you. And, you know, just be aware, burning bridges like this in your career is not a good idea.
I understand, man, but, you know, I got to put myself first sometimes. It's not all about burning bridges.
Well, okay, well, that's your option, man. That's your option, man. So I get it. Thanks so much. I don't know. Just best of luck.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Take it easy.
Yeah, goodbye.
Bye. Did he say that type of karma comes back to me? Okay. He told me that 3-day work week schedule was going to up and up in maybe 1 year. 1 year. I have to call and quit for you to offer me that? And I promise you that if I was going to get fired, I wouldn't get a 2 weeks notice. That's not going to happen. And you know what? I'm so glad I quit now, because these are the true colors that I was going to run into further down the line sooner or later. Anyway.
He talking about a year in advance the position was coming about. So he's telling him a year in advance about a position that would come up. So he would have to keep working his current job and wait for the 3-day work week. Now, as far as burning your bridges in this type of economy, it is kind of true, though. His employer did have a point. You don't want to burn bridges with that job because you may need them. With a job like that, if it's something that's like the lowest of the low minimum wage, then nah. You know what I mean? But I mean, those are kind of hard to come by too. So, you know, but still, I'm just saying, like, if it's something that's, I mean, this is a trucking job. So yeah, he might need them eventually in the future. You never know. And according to that, this is the newest, latest update. I'm quitting again.
I'm quitting my job tomorrow. A job that I've only had for a week. And I know what you're thinking. Didn't this guy just quit his job a month ago? Yes, I did. Yes, I did, for reasons I've already gone over. That was a horrible job. Interestingly enough, this is not a bad gig. It pays well, it's super simple. The only problem is I'm away from my home way too much. Decided to give this job a shot because, again, it wasn't a bad gig. It paid well, but the hours were way too inconsistent. I only slept in my house twice last week. And as a married man who actually likes his wife, I truly value being able to spend as much time with her as possible. This job was getting in the way of that. Yes?
Well, you might be spending a whole lot of months and a whole lot of years with your wife if you keep playing, my boy. It seems like you quit everything you start. Hey, you gonna hit rock bottom eventually, my boy. Because the way the economy is going, I don't know what area you in, but clearly the jobs must be plentiful the way you quitting. Because give it a couple more months, maybe a year, wherever you at. If that. Then you're going to be like, I'm spending all my time with my wife. I can't find a job. I'm tired of it. And you're going to think about all those jobs you quit. 2 good jobs. Best believe, hey, your employer was kind of right, my boy. Look how that worked out for you. You was getting cocky at the end. Now, it's inconsistent working hours, so I quit my job. Yeah.
Yesterday, I get a call from a job that I applied to 3 years ago.
See?
They called me and said, hey, listen, we just had to fire somebody. Your brother told us that you were looking for a job. Why don't you come and join us? These people pay way better. They're local, so I'm home every day before 5 o'clock. I get to bring the truck home, so I don't even have to waste gas to go to work. But for once, I actually feel bad for quitting a job. I'm going to record the conversation tomorrow. It might go south, I'm not going to lie. But let's just see how this goes. I'll keep you updated.
Yeah. I got nothing more to say to that guy. I'm giving up my trucking company.
Already enough of it. I've done it a little bit here and there. I want to explain already enough of it. I've done it a little bit here and there. I want to explain a couple of things to you guys. I'm going to kind of start a little bit from the beginning and then speed y'all up to where I'm at right now. I was 17 years old when I graduated from high school. My father wanted me to go to the military. My mother wanted me to go to college. I ended up not doing either one. I really wanted to be a truck driver. My father was a local truck driver, hauling like hazmat, gasoline, stuff like that. That's how come I know about truck driving and trucks. I went from driving school buses to city buses and then tractor trailers. When I started my trucking company, I was not ready. The truth is, and I've said this before too, sometimes I don't feel like having a trucking company because it comes with a lot. Seems like having your own authority right now is a trend. Like everybody wants it. Everybody's talking about it.
Yup.
But a lot of people don't talk about the downside of having your own authority. There's pros and cons to everything. A lot has changed ever since I paid off my truck. When I paid off my truck, I was actually kind of shocked because I did it super duper fast. I saved up in November the $25,000. It took me 30 days to save $25,000. I don't know anybody else that's ever did that. After I paid off my truck in December, my motivation, my determination, everything inside of me just went downhill. I thought that paying off my equipment would make me happy, but it has not made me happy. If anything, it has made me confused, a little bit of paranoid, and just unmotivated. So in January, I decided to pay off my trailer, and I paid it off, and I'm still feeling like a little bit unmotivated. And
Seems like she reaching her goals a little too quick. That happens to me in life. Sometimes you set these goals, then you reach them, and it's not satisfying like you would think it would be. You like, what's next now? When it take you longer and you slow grind, you slow roll, it's more rewarding. When you go through those ups and downs, the roller coasters of being an entrepreneur, it's a little more rewarding. You appreciate it more. You have more gratitude than if it's just basically handed to you in so many words. You don't go through nothing. You don't put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into it. The things that take the longest and the things you struggle the most for, those are the things that you feel the most rewarded when you accomplish them, if y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all get what I'm saying?
and just like, should I keep going? Should I not keep going? I don't have nothing to prove to anybody. I thought paying off my equipment would make me happy, but in all actuality, it has not really added to my happiness. The title to my trailer actually came first in the mail. This is the paperwork right here associated with my trailer, as you guys can see. So they sent a lien entry form. They sent a Oklahoma tax commission paper. And then this is the official certificate of title for my trailer. My truck's title actually came, I think 2 days ago, 3 or 4 days ago, or something like that. And this is my truck title.
She sound depressed in the mud.
My car title is in my safe in my storage unit where all of my belongings is. I really thought that paying off all of these things would make me happy. Now, I don't want to seem ungrateful and not thankful for where I'm at right now and how far I've come. So I've been talking to God like every single day, just telling him to guide me, help me, protect me, watch over me as I continue my journey, whether I want to continue my journey or not. What y'all don't know is that I was actually going to give up and quit my trucking company last year at the beginning of the year before I purchased my trailer. I was very unhappy with myself. I was disappointed in myself, and I really didn't know what to do. What forced me not to just give up, basically because I had moved all my stuff out my house and I had all my stuff in this truck. I really moved into a truck. So that's what kind of kept me going. And that's why I'm still in my truck right now. The tenant that I have now, he's a young guy. He's younger than me, way younger than me. And he lives in the house and he's been paying the rent on time for a whole year. So I can't really complain about that. I moved into a house that has 2 HOAs and my equipment is not welcome there. So I feel unwelcome. When I bought my house in 2018, I didn't know that I was going to start a trucking company. I didn't know that I was going to buy a truck. I didn't know that I was going to buy a trailer. I didn't know any of these things. So now it's like, okay, my next moves have to be the best moves ever. I have little room to make mistakes. With everything that's going on right now, there's a lot of shortages. There's a lot of things that's on back order, and it could just be very frustrating. You know, there's pros to having a newer truck like mine, and there's also cons to having a newer truck like mine. So right now, I'm just trying to take it one day at a time.
Seems like trucking is really not what she want to do. Her heart ain't in it. That's how I feel, and that's why she not enjoying it. Even though she's accomplished what to the world would be considered a milestone, you know? Getting a truck, paying that truck off, that's major. But if your heart not in it, all of the accomplishments really don't mean nothing.
And I'm just trying to figure out what am I going to be doing this year, because this is a very, very rough business to be in. You could be up here today and back down here by tomorrow. Like, that's just
okay.
how it is in this industry. Am I going to sell my house? I don't really know. Am I going to keep this truck? I don't know. I don't know. Am I going to buy another truck? Probably so. Am I going to keep my trucking company? Only God knows. And I know that there's people out there that are inspired by me. And then I also know there's people out there that are waiting for me to fail, waiting for me to give up everything, waiting for me to crash.
Yeah. People don't want to see you win. They don't want to see you do good. They don't want to see you do better than them. A lot of people will prey on your downfall and hope that you fail, hope that you quit. That'll make them happy. That'll make them feel good. At the end of the day, you got to do what's best for you and what makes you happy. If you start something and you don't feel like doing it no more, that's on you. You can't care what nobody say. We don't seek validity from the world. That's the thing. It don't matter what nobody else think at the end of the day. And I'm gonna speak on the fact she said 1 minute you could be up, 1 minute you could be down in that industry. That's every single industry as far as if you're an owner. She's an owner operator. She owns her truck. That's the same thing as being an entrepreneur. What we're seeing with the job market, these companies that are going under or laying off so many people before they go under, these are entrepreneurs. The owners, your boss is an entrepreneur. And a lot of their companies are either struggling or going completely under. 1 minute they were on top, worth billions. The next minute they're out of business. That's every business. You got to know when to exit, right? So it might be a good time for her to go ahead and sell that truck while she can and exit the business before automation, self-driving trucks take over, before, the rates get super low on loads and the, rate per mile, before the tariffs really kick in truly, if they're going to kick in to the point that there will be no shipments moving or a limited amount. You see what I'm saying? It's so many things that could happen to where the industry could take a turn for the worse, far more than where it is right now. She might want to exit since she's feeling these type of doubts about the industry.
Waiting for me to just fall apart. Like, I know there's people out there that's waiting for me to lose everything. And so it's a lot to think about. I have a lot to do. And I just wanted to come on here and be completely honest with y'all. I get a lot of support online. I get very little support in real life. And that's just how it's going at the moment.
That's another true statement. You'll get a lot of support online, but your friends or family won't support you. The ones you know don't want to see you grow. They hate the fact that you're doing something. Most people are not doing anything for themselves. They haven't accomplished anything for themselves. They don't know how to make a dollar on their own. So the fact that she's doing it, that makes them intimidated. That makes them feel a type of way. Envious, really, is the way they feel. People won't even tell you they're proud of you. They won't be happy for you. That's how it goes. With people online, they're the ones that's rooting for you in your corner. That's how it goes.
What else do I have to say? I started the new year probably better than a lot of people can say, especially around my age. I started the year off with 3 out of 4 titles. The only thing I don't own is the house, but I'm not paying for the house. I hope you guys learn from me. Hopefully I can stay strong. Which I don't know is that I do Bible meetings on Wednesdays and Sundays. And then throughout the week or on the weekend when I have time, I do one-on-one Bible study, just reading the Bible and praying and just, stuff like that. Ever since I started that, I have been more of a positive person, but I also noticed that the devil has been attacking me even more, and God has been testing me even more now than ever before. And I'm having a very emotional journey. Like, that's just how I can explain it to you guys. It's very emotional. It's a lot of pressure. People are watching you. People know who you are before you even know who they are. Just maintaining the equipment, making sure you get paid on time.
I spoke on that. People knowing you and you don't even know them. That's what happens when you put yourself out there. Keeping up an image and staying on top when you on top, or viewed as on top to the world, that can be a lot. That could make it to where it's a lot of weight on your shoulders, right? You got to keep up what you started. You got to keep up your company, keep up your image, keep providing and producing content for the people that's watching you, that are fans of you. At the same time, like she said, when you start tapping into scripture, then the devil will attack you more. Hashatan. Spiritual warfare is real. So he will be on you, as well as the Most High Yahuwah will test you more to make sure that you are really about his business. You see what I'm saying? On her journey, she's overwhelmed and kind of depressed, it's seeming like to me. All right, family, drop a comment below. Let me know what y'all think about this video. Truckers are quitting the trucking industry. Are you a trucker? How long have you been a trucker, if so? And do you think it's time to throw the towel in, man? It's time for you to go ahead and call it quits and consider doing something else? Or do you think you're going to ride it all the way out to the end? Or if you were considering getting into the trucking industry after seeing this video, do you have any doubts? Are you second guessing it or what? Drop it in the comments below. I appreciate you for watching. It's your brother YT. Peace to my Hebrew fam. Shalom. I will catch y'all on the next one.